Hey guys, welcome to another This Minecraft video tutorial, and today I'll be going over on how to install a Minecraft Bukkit server in detail for Minecraft version 1.7.9. Also, I'll be going over with some other things which I'll explain in a second. And just to remind, if you like this video, can you please subscribe or leave a like at least, and we'll be going over server icon and program to edit all the plugins with it too. So it's going to be very detailed, but there's one thing I will not go over, and I'll put a link in the description to go over with, or the video would be insanely long, and it will be how to port forward your router. And port forwarding your router is just simple, letting other players outside of your home or office or area in any device connected to your router to play it online. So just click on that link and it'll take you to my other video on how to port forward your router. And yes, okay, then I'll have all these links in the description below, and also this Java code, which we'll be going over later. And the first thing you really want to do, if you don't have this already, is to install the Java SE Runtime Environment 7. You can see I state it in every video because it's very important for your Minecraft server. So all you need to do is accept license. If you're on 32-bit, get the offline one. If you have 64, get the Windows 64 there. It's really simple. I can just even exit out of that. Put this in the link description below. Second thing is Sublime Text. When we install the craftbukkit and everything in the plugins, this is the program you will use to edit all the plugins. If you have Notepad++ already installed on your computer, then you're fine. It's not Notepad regular, it's Notepad++. Sorry, kind of clogged throat. And all you need to do is download for Windows. And when you're in the installation, make sure you click the checkbox, add it to menu. It's something like that, but you'd probably see it. There's a checkbox which you'll need to check. Then that's it. Now let's go to craftbukkit, and today we'll be installing 1.7.9. For me, it's the latest one so far. Don't get recommended build. It's usually a couple versions behind. Beta build, don't get that. Always get development build. Just install it. I save it to my desktop, and while that's installing, I'll just go to my desktop and make a new folder. I can call it whatever, but I'm going to call it bukkit. And after it's done downloading, okay, it's already a Java file, and just drag it into your bukkit folder, open it. And this is crucial that you do this right now, very crucial, or you might find out later on that your server doesn't start at all or anything. Remember, rename this just to craftbukkit, or this Java code won't read all the numbers and everything. It just, unless if you want to change it, but I don't recommend. Every time you install a new version of craftbukkit, put it in, and then take off all those numbers and just put craftbukkit. And now you got this folder. All you need to do is double click it, run it. It's going to create a bunch of files in a second. There you go. And yeah, all you need to do is create a right click, new text document, and call it, it doesn't matter, but start server. It doesn't matter what you call it. I'm going to call it start server. Open it up, and from the description below, grab this Java code. As you can see, this craftbukkit.jar. If right here you have all the numbers and letters and everything you want to add, you grab that and put it into here so it can run. Here is the amount of megabytes. It's in megabytes, not gigabytes, of memory you want to, your computer you use when you run the server. So the way to figure that out is you go to your, in Windows 7, but why? Sometimes it just, I'm on Windows 8 and it's not letting me do that search thing. So, if you're on Windows 7 or anything, just click here and you'll find computer, right click on it, and go to properties, and then you'll find the amount of memory you have in your system. And don't go beyond the max, at least leave like a couple gigabytes. And remember, 1024 megabytes equals 1 gigabyte. So all you need to do is copy from the description below and paste it in your start server or whatever file you called to start your server. And now just, I'll save it, and now this is not going to do anything unless if we save it as a .bat file, a batch file, so it can run the server. So all you need to do is click on File, Save As, and in your server you put all files, and then you add at the end of this, whatever you call that file, put at the end .bat, bat, and then leave the encoding the same. Press save, and it should be done. You can even delete this text document because you can edit this whenever you want by right clicking and press edit. And I'm gonna change mine. I'm gonna put this 4,600 because I got 8 gigs on this. Okay. Now that's done, you can run by starting your server. Just double click that, and now you got this command prompt to start failed to find port. Looks like another server might be running right now, or like my little brother is running his server that I created for him. But what's to be done? But okay, as you can see, it'll probably load your world, and every time you want to stop, you just type in stop. Don't just exit out. It's the same with the simple version, which Minecraft creates servers. All you need to do, because it can ruin some of your files, and just press enter, and there. Okay. Let's go over these files before we go into the plugins. Whitelist is it's like having a VIP list and everything. Only these people can join your server. If you type in the names in here, if you right click, remember add to menu, open with Sublime Text, and here you see it's blank, and then you just type in the names into here, and with the comma or press enter, and these are the people who can only join your server. If you leave it blank and in the server.properties, it'll allow anyone to join. But other than that, if you type in here and press true in the server properties, it'll only allow those people you put in there. Will add to that. User cache, I think it's like a debug station, but I've never messed with it before. I don't think it's a file you need to mess with. Here, this one you can mess with, which is pretty vital, and open with Sublime Text. And here, generator settings, don't mess with. All permission level is the amount of permissions each op can get. I think it runs 1 through 4. 4 is the maximum level, like an opt player can do whatever they want. Allow nether is, like if you set it to false, it won't allow people to go to the nether. Level name, you can just leave it at world, or I'm going to call it world of worlds. Enable query, don't need to mess. Allow flight, if you want people to fly or not. Announce player achievements, this is the thing that, like this, getting achievement, you got wood, and it broadcasts it around the whole server. Then you can set it to false, but sometimes, even on the regular Minecraft version, it just made my service crash for no reason at all, and I have sometimes trouble with that, so I usually leave it at true, but it gets really annoying, because every time you log out and log back in, it resets your achievements. Server port, leave it, unless if you have your own custom port that you have, you can change it to that. Level type, this is, if you want it super flat and everything, but most people don't. Enable recon, don't mess. This is like a password and everything. If you want other people, if you were to log in from an external source. Force game mode is, if you put it to true, then whenever you're inside the game, you can't do the /game mode 1 or 0 command. Level seed, if you want to have your own custom map that you've chose from a seed online, you can find them. Server IP, leave it blank. Max build height, if you try to put it above 256, it won't go above unless if you have a special plugin that lets you to. Spawn NPCs, this is villagers. Whitelist, this is what I said. If you want to set it to true, only certain people can join. Spawn animals, this is if you want animals to spawn in your world. Snooper enabled, if you press the shift key to let you look down, and you don't, if you press shift and go off the side of the block, you won't fall off. And if you set that to false, people will fall off. Hardcore, if that's basically another like 0 and 1 and those game mode, except it enforces hardcore, which is a little different. Online mode, if you want it hacked and everything, so you don't need your username and you can play the server just within your router area, then yeah, you can do that. Resource pack, it's kind of simple. All you need to do is grab your resource pack, stick it anywhere in here, your bucket folder area, and just type in exactly even the .zip file into this area. PvP is player versus player. Usually leave it to true, or it's a really boring game and no one can attack each other. Difficulty, I think it rates from 1 to 4, and it's just how hard and anything can attack you, like mobs. Command block, it has an ID of 137, so I could give myself or my little brother / give Alex Merkis 137 and give him a command block. Even though he would get the command block, he wouldn't be able to do anything with it because it's set to false. Leave it at false usually. Player idle timeout in minutes. If someone's just standing there not doing anything, in 10 minutes they'll kick them off the server. Game mode is 0 survival, 1's creative, and yeah, it goes on. Max players is how many players you want to be maximum on the computer. Remember, each player uses a certain amount of RAM on your computer memory. Spawn monsters, mobs, yeah, if you want them to spawn in your world. View distance maxes to 16 chunks. And generate structures, these are villages, not villagers. And message of the day is, on your, when you log into Minecraft and you see in the server list, it says, come visit our website and something. It's like, usually default, it says, Minecraft server, and you can change it to whatever. And also there's plugins to make it colorful and everything. I'm gonna just put a bunch of random stuff, and just remember every time you save, you just file save and exit. Permissions, YML. Actually, I should probably not be going over this right now. Might show in a different video how to make ranks and how each person has different permissions, and the higher rank you have, the more things you can do. And it gets a little complicated later on, but ops. Here, actually, with the newer version of Bukkit, I've noticed that you can't just literally type the name into here. You have to go on the server and op them, because you can't type them in here because it saves the IP and everything, and you'd have to type it very specifically and everything, and it gets, and you can't do it. It just messes everything up. So don't mess with this, because you can only put an op in through your server. Craftbukkit, that's the actual server, but you don't, whenever you want to run your server, don't double click Craftbukkit, because you won't have that interface like on here with the start server. Help.yml gives you all the things, basics, kind of what you need to do. Yeah. Okay. Commands.yml. Whoops, crap. Did not press the right thing. Yeah, this is just command block overrides. This, you can just read through this stuff. Actually, most of the things you don't even mess with up here. Like the help, the ops, the commands, the bucket, but you do mess with the banned IPs and banned players. If you want to ban a player, you just type in the names into here, and they can still get on your server if they know the address and everything, and so you can block their whole computer themselves by typing in banned IPs, which is kind of smart. And yeah, here these are the worlds. You don't mess with them unless you have a certain plugin that allows you to create more worlds, which is called multiverse. And here's your plugins folder. Oh yeah, logs. Remember, it creates all these files, and sometimes you need to delete them because it logs a file like almost every second through the game of what happens, so you know who said what and who griefed something. So sometimes it uses up a lot of space on your computer, and you just can delete them. If you try to delete this latest file, it'll always come back. And crash reports, yeah, like you saw my other crash report, it'll show when it crashed and what's the reason for the crash. Yeah. Here's the plugins, and this is where you drop in all your plugins. Make sure they're always in the Java form. So now let's install a plugin. Exit out of this. How about let's get World Edit, probably one of my favorite and a very popular plugin. It allows you to delete thousands of chunks at once and everything, and create and change. It's awesome. And all you need to do is click on this. Don't click on these downloads. Click on the one that has this blue arrow and everything. Click on download. You see, remember you check the version. So since we have 1.7.9, we got it, and there's the download, and I'll save it to go to new bucket and save it in your plugins folder there, and save. Now I have it in my plugins folder, but now I want to right click, open it up. What I need to do is drag this worldedit.jar into the right here. Just go like that, and you can read the licenses and the contrib, but you don't need this, so just delete it. And now you got world edit. So after that, go back, start your server. Oh yes, as I forgot, that after you double click on the craft bucket, I forgot the start server won't work because the craft bucket is already running a server. So it's saying on here whenever you start it that there's a server already running. So what you need to do is press Control Alt Delete, and I'll take you to this little blank page and everything, and you press on Task Manager, and in here you'll scroll down. If you're in Processes, scroll down, keep scrolling until you find, whoops, let me just run it. So this Java TM platform.SE binary. You click End Task. Now, after all that's done, as you can see, all you need to do when you have the plugin in and everything, you just start server. It's going to say loading world and everything. And it might say world edit is enabled. And now all you need to do is type in stop. And after it says pause, you just press any key. And now you go into plugins. And it should have, for world edits, actually some plugins don't make a file at all because you can't edit the Java jar file. So all you need to do is go into the world edit folder. And you have these config files and everything. And all you need to do, you can right click on them. Open with Sublime Text, and here you can edit a bunch of things. Like, it depends on the plugin, because you might have not installed World Edit like I did, and all you need to do, and here it's actually really simple. You don't need to know code or anything. It's just like allow extra data values. You can put from false to true, use inventory from false to true. Like, it's all simple and everything. Oh, here's all the blocks that are disallowed that you can edit. So it's just really simple like that. Like as I said before, there's a whole bunch of plugins. I'll send you the link to where all the plugins are. And yeah. Now that's really simple. There's brewery, there's just a bunch of stuff. And some of them you can't edit. So I'll just close that. Sorry I didn't go too deep into that, but I bet you can easily understand how to do it. You don't need to learn any code. And also server icon is really easy. So what you need to do is go to Google. If you don't want, you can create your own server icon, but it has to be 64 pixels by 64 pixels. No, pickles. Okay, I'll just type in Minecraft server icon. Then I click on images. Then I click search tools, size, exactly 64 by 64, go. Then you get all these icons that are 64 by 64 pixels, and you can just choose one. I'm going to choose this furnace. All you need to do is save image as, I'm going to put it to my desktop, and there. What you need to do is from there, you need to find that image. So you need to rename it to exactly this: server with no capitals, dash, just one dash, then icon with no capitals. All you need to do is grab that and drag, whoops, still on the plugins page, and drag it into your bukkit folder. And now all you need to do is start your server. It's not going to say anything like, oh, icon loaded and everything. It's just gonna run, and then when you run Minecraft, I think I forgot what was my actual IP address because we just got a new ISP, so let's see. So you can create your own image and everything. All it has to be is an image that's 64 pixels by 64 pixels. Oh, here's the MOTD. Hold on, let me turn off Minecraft sounds. Oops. Okay, this is you see hive.mc.com, all these things. And you see, they're using a vanilla server. I'll teach you guys another day how to install a vanilla server. It's similar to Bukkit. It still has plugins and everything, but it's just on a different program. So you see, it's not in here because you need to add your server. I can call it whatever. Data. And now this is what you need to know. Oh my gosh. Oh, it worked. Okay, CMD, grab command prompt, right click, run that as administrator, and type in IP config, enter, and you should find your IPv4 address. But remember, if you want other people to join, this is not the address you need to use. You can go to whatismyip.org, and you'll find your external IP address, and that's where other people can join. But here, mine, I'll just 10.201.22.109, done. And it should be loading. This is why I'm running the Forge version of Minecraft. This is the version of Minecraft that has all the mods. And sorry you guys if I'm talking slow and everything. I'm just kind of tired. Just had major testing today in school. So now I'm running the regular Minecraft, and also it does sometimes takes a while for the Minecraft server What just happened? Might have just deleted all of them. I have to run as administrator. Okay, let's do this. 10.2. And remember, sometimes the IP address can change and it won't work, and for some reason right now my icon is not loading, maybe because I probably need to reload. I'm gonna do this a couple times because I know it works because I have it on my server right now.